patients in the UK who are legally prescribed flour, I'm sure you will hear what I say when I tell you it's bloody expensive. Hello, YouTube world. Hello, welcome, Sunday subscribers, and those of you who may be clicking on this video for the first time. Hello, my name is Katie. As I said in the mini intro, I am a UK legal patient. I am prescribed to get flour over here in the UK. My channel focuses on the medical and other things around that. So, yeah, welcome. This video is a bit of a weird one, but we like weird on this channel, so yeah, don't be deterred because I'm actually gonna hopefully help some of you patients out there who may be able to do what I did in order to fund my medicine. So anybody will tell you, anybody that knows me will tell you that I am a hustler. I've been hustling ever since I left school. I didn't want to work a normal job, and if I did work a normal job, I always had something on the side, right? Whether that was, I don't know, cleaning people's houses or making things and selling it, I have always had something on the go to be able to enable me to live, basically. However, what I'm going to tell you today was one of the most profitable side hustles, I guess, that I did, that without doing it, I genuinely would not have been able to pay for my medicine, which was just through the roof. It's still through the roof at the end of the day. I don't do this anymore because I have other things that I focus on, but this may help some of you today. So I'm going to go over what I did. I'm going to help you with tips and tricks on how to do this very thing, but I'm also going to go over some caveats as well to this. So make sure you stay to the end of the video. I'm also going to reveal some figures from the things that I managed to sell. Bit of a clue there. And basically what I think are the most profitable things you can look for. Some of you may have already guessed, as I said, selling, but yes, that is exactly what it is, but it's not reselling, right? So I was not drop shipping, I was not buying things on eBay and then reselling them on eBay or Facebook Marketplace or anything like that. That is not what I did. What I did do was flip free items into profit. So I would predominantly look at 3 different sites every single day, and that would be Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree, and the lesser known website, FreeCycle. Now, I will go over a couple of these later on in the video, but these are the top 3 sites that I would scour every single day when I woke up in the morning, look at free items and see where they are, and what condition they're in. So if I found an item, let's say in Norwich, for example, on Gumtree, I would reach out to that seller and say, is this item still available? They would say yes, and I would say, perfect, where do you live? Whilst they are doing that, I'm also scouring the other sites for free items now in the area that I'm about to pick up that first item, right? So as this first person is giving me the address of where they are, I'm now reaching out to other people of things that are in Norwich to say, hey, is this available? Where are you? Then what I would do is get out Google Maps and I would pinpoint exactly where everybody is, and I would create a journey for myself from my house up to the first destination and basically make it into like a nice little journey back, right? So there was no here, there, and everywhere. I absolutely made sure that from one property, it was 10 minutes there to the next one. So what I did is give myself an extra 10 minutes on top of how long it would take and say to each person, I can be there at 2 o'clock, I can be there at 2:30, I can be there at 3 o'clock, I can be there at 3:30, right? So I would go up and I would go and pick these items up for free and flip them back on Facebook Marketplace most of the time. Now, I used to live in an area that was about 45 minutes away from Norwich. So I was quite lucky in the fact that I travelled to an area, picked up stuff, and then sold it in an area that wasn't at that area, right? So that might be a big point. But The items that I would pick up, I didn't know what I was doing in the first place, right? So I'm going to tell you my mistakes so that if this does pique your interest and you're like, actually, I might be able to do this when I carry on with the video, then you will know some things that I did wrong and you will be able to just completely divert that and have the best success rate at the beginning, right? So, items that I would pick up would be predominantly furniture, right? So, there again are caveats to this. I have a friend who has a van. And so I asked my friend, are you good to come with me and come and collect this stuff, right? Now, to begin with, I wouldn't have been able to do this without having a friend that had a van, but it doesn't mean that you don't start with furniture, right? You can start with anything that people are giving away that sells. So furniture was what I started with, but I found that kids' toys as well, right? Kids' toys sold really well. So you'll find that a lot of people were giving away kids' toys, but make sure that they are pretty clean, okay? And if they're not clean, they're you can clean them up, right? So no damage. I never picked up anything that was damaged, and I never picked up anything that required TLC quote. So all I would do was if I picked up a sofa, because sofas are a great seller, and I would pick up a sofa. Ideally, it wants to be clean, right? Ideally, it wants to be clean from a smoke-free home, pet-free home, but you can't always get that. However, look into your sofas. All I would do is take the covers off, wash them, and put the covers back on. That was it. There was no fixing up. There was no like cleaning it down, anything like that. One tip I will tell you is that with sofas, personally, I found that fabric sofas sold 9 times out of 10 over leather sofas. So in the beginning, I was getting leather sofas, and you would find that you just didn't have the customer base for it, or they would crack, they would peel. Leather is no good at all. So fabric sofa, I switched to, and there is at the end of the video, I'm going to reveal to you, but that's quite possibly one of my highest profitable items that I ever got for free and flipped it within like 2 days. So that's what I used to do. And kids' toys, sofas, furniture. I wouldn't touch books, okay? So I know people are going to be like, well, what about like car boot items and things like that? I would not touch car boot items personally. I would go for items that are already selling, right? So vintage items as well. So if people are giving away like an old typewriter or something, yeah, you'll find this most of the time on that free cycle site that I said. You can get these vintage items and sell them on eBay. So it's not only Facebook Marketplace that I would sell to, but the items that you know are going to get a little bit more money than people are willing to pay on Facebook, you stick them on eBay, right? Have your shipping charge and everything like that. So there were some decent items that I got. There was this one, it was like a sewing machine, but it wasn't a normal like Singer sewing machine. It may have been a Singer, but it wasn't a normal block sewing machine. This thing come in like a metal case, right? It was like this big. I'm not even joking. It was like this big. It was like some metal case, and you opened up the metal case, and inside it had like mate, I don't even know, like all this mechanism and everything like that. And I ended up selling that on eBay for like 50 odd quid. They paid for the shipping as well. So yeah, it was £50 plus the shipping. Vintage items go really, really well. So old cameras, look for old cameras, anything that's I mean, even parts and things like that, you could look on eBay. But personally, what sold for me a lot was furniture. So, a caveat to this is that in the beginning, obviously, I had nowhere to store these items. So, I was storing things in the shed, in my friend's garage, in my house. Everything was getting everywhere. So, I decided to have a friend who knew somebody ask about a storage unit that was available. And there was a storage unit that was available. So, we took it, myself and my friend who had the van, right? So we split it 50-50, me and my friend. Anything that we got, we split it 50-50 at car boot sales as well. So we started with a small little storage unit. Now, there are different sizes that you can buy, right? So you can get 5 foot, 10 foot, 20 foot, and obviously the bigger the size, the more that they are. So we started small, started just getting like one sofa, taking some nice pictures. Angles are your friend, okay? So take nice pictures, make it look clean, put it up, have it sell. Once that has sold, I would then obviously go out and go and get another item. Little items like little like bedside tables and dressers and things like that, like small dressers, chest of drawers and things like that. They can obviously like just stay in my house or in my shed and things like that. But big sofas, dining tables, Welsh dressers, like I would go and pick up the biggest of items knowing that we could fit it in. When I tell you there was so much money to be made doing this. Like I say, if I hadn't have done this, I would not have been able to pay for my prescription. Legitimately, I would pick up like a chest of drawers for free, sell it for 15 quid, go and pick up a wardrobe, sell it for 15 quid, go and pick up like a sofa, sell it for 60 to 80 quid, go and pick up an armchair, sell it for 30 quid, like dining table, chairs, you name it, that was profitable, I was pretty much picking up and selling. This is super important to people that like don't have money right now but might have the ability to start something like this, right? So obviously if you are disabled and you're not able to get out and walk about and things like that, that's no good. But if you are somebody who is not physically disabled but mentally disabled, this can really help your mental health as well. Like legit, it was really nice to have a structure of my day, right? So I woke up every day, like I say, checked all the sites, checked everything, done all of this, done all of that. When that was all done, we took it all to the storage unit, took all the pictures, put it all up for sale. Next day, did the same thing. If something sold, we would meet them at the storage unit or go and deliver it, charge them a fee. If something sold on eBay, I'd go and get it from there, go and pack it off and sell it. It was a very structured routine, and that like helped me so much to just like live a normal day, like doing my own thing, because I'm very much, myself. I own my own shit at the end of the day. I like to have my own businesses, right? I can't work for people. I can't. So it was really nice to be able to have that and be able to pay for my medicine. But this wasn't a long-term thing, like at all. This was just something that I wanted to do in the meantime before I found something that was a little bit more sustainable for me. Right, I'm gonna move on to some of the prices that I sold some items for, the biggest items that I've got. And like, oh my gosh, mate, when I tell you, right, so I remember it was, I think Free Cycle, it was somewhere anyway, and it was a Welsh dresser that had been listed for free in Colchester. If you don't know what a Welsh dresser is, I'm just going to put a picture here so that you can see, so you know what you're looking out for, right? This is what we call a Welsh dresser. It's not the exact one, obviously, but that's just like what it looks like. I saw this go up and I'm like, yeah, I'm having it. So we drove down to Colchester and I picked this thing up and we put it in the storage unit. It didn't sell immediately, but it didn't take too long to sell. And I sold that for £260 on eBay with delivery charge. £260 for a Welsh dresser that was completely free. Boom. Could not believe it. Sofas. You pick the right sofa, like you start knowing what you're doing and you know the type of design that people like. You find them sofas, you pick them up for free. They can go for 60, 80, 120, right? I know that there are certain brands. So here's another little tip and trick. York, multi York, basically, is a super high brand of sofa that is quite vintage, actually, to tell you the truth. Multi York. They're very, very well done, very good quality, and they cost a lot of money new. So when these people give them away for free, they still hold their value, right? And I remember picking up two purple, get this, right? Purple velvet multi York armchairs, two of them matching. And I was like, I don't know if anybody's going to want them. They're purple. Anyway, got them for free, brought them back down to the storage unit, and I listed them. Well, some guy in Norwich, I got them from Norwich, Also used to advertise everywhere as well. So, you know, yes, I did pick up from Norwich by advertising Norwich as well. It's such a big place. This guy reached out to me, super excited, and was like, "Oh my god, have they sold?" And I was like, "No, they're still available." He was like, can I pay you? Like, can you deliver them to me?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." £250 with delivery fee I got for those two armchairs. But that's not the best one. The best ever, most profitable item I ever got was, mate, I can't even believe she was giving it away. When I tell you, you're going to be like, what? It must have been the universe. A full suite. So a three-seater, a two-seater, an armchair and a puff, I think. Or it was a three-seater, two-seater, and an armchair, something like that, right? Cream, fabric, reclining, lazy boy. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? The entire thing? Yep, the entire thing. And how much did I sell it for? Well, I put that on it. I tell you where I got that from because it's quite important as well. I got it from a place called Woodbridge in Suffolk, right? We drove all the way to Woodbridge, got this shit from, I was like, I'm having that. Went all the way to Woodbridge, got this, put it on eBay. That motherfucker sold in 2 days for £550. Yep. And where did it sell to? Fucking Woodbridge. What are the chances that some lady gives it away for free in Woodbridge? I take it back 20, 30 miles away, and then it gets sold back to the exact same area. Obviously, not the same road, but oh my God, I was fretting. I was like, oh, shit, is this like a scam or something? But no, they'd paid it. They'd completely paid it, all in PayPal, done. So, if you are a patient who is struggling to get extra money on the side, and this is something that you genuinely can do with the extra caveats of you may need a bigger vehicle in the future if you start to get more money and be able to invest it, and having somewhere to store it, if you have a garage, a shed, or something like that, then you're good. This can be a genuine, like, really, really helpful thing you could do each month. Like I say, I don't do this anymore. However, there are people that do. There are resellers, people buy things for cheap off of Facebook and resell it too. I've never done that personally. Everything I've done is completely free of charge. The only thing that we pay for is the petrol to get to these places, but we would charge for delivery if they wanted to buy the item. I know this is random, but I don't know. I was just like, you know what? I just need to tell some people that might be struggling right now. Like, I have inside information about this sort of thing, right? Do you know what I mean? Like I say, don't buy leather sofa or even buy. Don't get leather sofas. Make sure that they're fabric. Don't get anything that needs fixing up. Don't buy anything that's disgusting and dirty and you can see that obviously it's got stains and cat rips on it. Don't get anything like that. Any sofas that's been, no, no, no. Unless you can throw over it and it's not that bad, you know? My descriptions sometimes have included the fact that there is minor damage or there is a minor stain which can be covered up with a throw. Make sure that you put dimensions as well in all of your listings. List it across all of the platforms: Facebook Marketplace, eBay. I don't know the Depop and all that, I don't know, but those are the two that I listed it. Make your shit look professional as well, so don't just be like two-seater sofa. Don't do that. If it's a corner sofa that's fabric and it's beige, make sure you put large beige fabric corner sofa, ideal for first time owners or whatever, right? Personally, that has helped a lot. And I just want to help you guys, like with money. I just want to help people because I know that it can help, you know. And if you're willing to do that and put in the action, like I say, look at those three sites: Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree freebies. You go to Gumtree, go for sale, and in for sale, there's a section, I'll probably put it on the screen, that says freebies. Click that. You can check your area, look for what's free, set yourself a plan to see if you can get lots of things at once in one day, and have fun with it. So yeah, I don't know, it was a bit weird, but I just wanted to help people. And to those people that would, they wouldn't even be watching this video right now, but genuinely to the people that like, oh, you should just stick with reviews, you should just not do this, I don't like it, I'm gonna unsubscribe, goodbye. Great, have a great day. You know, at the end of the day, when we like music from a music artist and they create an album, Do we like every single song on the album? No. What do? Just not listen to it. Kind of the same thing, isn't it? Oh well. So thank you so much for listening to me. If you still are, you're an OG. I believe in you. If you are genuinely thinking that you can do this, shove any questions down. I'll be happy to answer them. And if you wanted something like this again in the future with other ideas and side hustles that I've done to keep myself going and pay for my medicine, then let me know down below. Mwah! I love you guys. Look after yourselves, look after each other, and I will see you next week with a review video from Black Market.
And I'm thankful for the fans, the love, the listeners. Yeah, and I'm thankful even for the ones that don't believe in us.